Hello, my name's Steve Schulman. I want to talk to you about the VantagePoint 10 software trading program and for trend analysis. I'm actually a physician, and for my career, I've varied in how much I've been invested in my portfolio. What I've done is in the 90s, I got involved with some of the guys who were doing day trading. We did that. Then the .com bust happened in 2000, and then I took basically a buy and hold strategy and didn't really do anything until the crash last March. And I said, look, this is crazy. My portfolio is going up very big amounts and going down very, very big amounts, and I wasn't controlling the risk. So I was very interested in risk control. So what I wanted to talk to you about was how VantagePoint can give you an idea, an extra dimension into your portfolio and how you're going to manage it. And let's get to that. So the first point is, why did I buy VantagePoint 10? And I've studied investing. I've done it for 30 years, so I have experience and I have knowledge, but there was something missing. And I paid attention to the news, but then you always wonder, who's behind the news, who's selecting what goes into it. Is it planted by someone who wants you to buy while they sell? You're not really sure. So I wanted to know what I was missing. And basically what you're getting with VantagePoint is getting independent trend analysis. And what that means is you're going to be able to figure out what's going on with the data you process. So as I said, I looked at other programs, and what does VantagePoint do? First of all, it's very simple to use. You can start using it right away. I recommend you simulate some things and get used to it, especially if you're not as experienced a trader. It can do something I can't do. It can take a lot of data, process it, and give me an objective result. Now, one of the great things that I actually didn't really appreciate as much then when I bought it as now, but the support services are fantastic. The company really wants you to succeed. They provide you with personal tutorials. You can go on YouTube and watch videos, and also once you're a member, you can go to the online site, the Vantage University, and watch videos there. There's a lot of people that are putting out independent videos that'll tell you what to use and how to use it. If you're interested in day trading, you can do that. If you're interested in just knowing what the trends are, and I'll tell you, as a trader, we all have some deficiency. Buying is always more simple than selling. And one thing I like about VantagePoint is when I have a terrible time making a decision to sell, and it'll support my decision to sell. And it's not 100%. They quote 87%, but I'll tell you, it's always good to know that that you have some idea. Now, here's a graphic I did, and basically it says here, your experience, your abilities are here on the x-axis. You know that we all have our experiences, and on the y-axis, it's the media we're getting, whether it's Barron's or newsletters or some other magazine that you're getting, Wall Street Journal, that you're getting information from, whether it's from Yahoo Finance. That's your y-axis. But then you look at the bigger picture, and on the z-axis, you can see VantagePoint, and it's going to do things for you you simply can't do on your own. You don't have the experience, you don't have the data processing, and it's going to do these things. Now, it's going to help give you guidance as to, it's going to search for companies that meet criteria that you may want to consider buying. I bought several companies. Kohl's, it recommended it. I'm not really big on consumer retail. I've done very well with that. It's going to provide processing. It's going to say what's the general trend of the market. It's going to produce processing. It's going to produce processed short-term, medium-term, and long-term trends. Now, as I said before, it's going to give you guidance when to stay in and when to get out. What you have to appreciate, and I'm going to end with this, is what it is not. It's a computer program that's going to process a lot of data, but it's not a replacement for judgment. It's not a replacement for experience. And it's not a replacement for not studying the market. You've got to do your homework. You've got to study the market. You've got to have some experience to know what your risk tolerance is. And you got to know how you like to trade. Can you live with something? Can you live with something that goes down 1 or 5%? What is your judgment, or do you panic? So I wholeheartedly endorse VantagePoint, and I strongly suggest you consider it. And thank you very much.